Rodtang, a living embodiment of unstoppable force in the world of martial arts. Fighting Rodtang is like being trapped in a horror movie, where the relentless onslaught of blows feels inevitable. Each strike he lands weakens his opponent's resolve, until they're left with no choice but to try and weather the storm. From a humble beginning in a small Thai village, he embarked on a journey that led him to the pinnacle of Muay Thai greatness. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into what makes Rodtang a true legend in the Muay Thai world. With over 300 fights under his belt, Rodtang's resilience and skill have earned him the nickname Iron Man. Rodtang's rise to fame wasn't a stroke of luck. It was the result of years of relentless training and dedication. Perhaps most impressive is Rodtang's ability to dictate the pace of a fight. His relentless pressure forces his opponents into a defensive shell. He honed his craft in Bangkok's renowned gyms, setting his sights on becoming a world champion, amassing an impressive record of over 250 wins and numerous accolades by the age of 22.
He hasn't made a proper sweat. Nice right hand there from Jacob Smith. Has Smith got a Hail Mary shot? Big body.
Rodtang's combination of skill, intelligence, and sheer determination make him a force to be reckoned with in the world of Muay Thai. Whether he's unleashing a flurry of strikes or calmly dissecting his opponent's defense, there's no denying that Rodtang is a true legend of the sport.
Circling both ways and Rodtang calling him forward, saying, come on!
What sets Rodtang apart is not just his raw power, but his exceptional ring intelligence. He's not just a brawler, he's a strategist, capable of dissecting his opponent's every move and exploiting their weaknesses with surgical precision. Witness how he repeatedly targets his opponent's leg with low kicks, gradually numbing it, ultimately securing Rodtang's victory in the fight. In the rematch against Jonathan Haggerty, Rodtang unleashed a devastating body shot that visibly rocked his opponent. Sending him to the canvas. Seizing the moment, Rodtang relentlessly targeted the injured area while strategically peppering Haggerty's lead leg with punishing low kicks. This relentless assault culminated in 2 more knockdowns, ultimately securing Rodtang's victory in the fight. In one memorable bout against Edgar Tavares, Edgar seems to have a fondness for throwing spinning elbows. Rodtang demonstrated his ability to adapt and counter, turning his opponent's own tactics against him, and securing a decisive victory. But his cunning goes beyond simple tactics. It's a deep understanding of the intricacies of the sport. In his match against Jacob Smith, Rodtang keenly observed how Smith consistently relied on leverage blocks, using his outstretched arm both to maintain distance and shield himself during exchanges. Rodtang responded with sharp corkscrew right hands and powerful elbows aimed over the top. What started as a defensive tactic for Smith became an opening for Rodtang to unleash a series of punishing strikes, breaking through Smith's defenses. With Smith's reliance on leverage blocks compromised, Rodtang proceeded to overwhelm him with relentless combinations, pushing the limits of his gloves with each impactful strike.
Tremendous to see.
Something as simple as a stance switch can trigger Rodtang's targeting system into action, as seen in his match against the former international and Muay Thai champion, Tagir Khalilov. Rodtang noticed Khalilov's tendency to switch stances as he exited exchanges. In response, Rodtang delivered a well-timed kick to Khalilov's rear leg, effectively disrupting his movement. Both fighters agreed to this match on just a week's notice, indicating that this strategic adaptation was likely not part of any pre-planned strategy. Rodtang adapted on the spot, closing off Khalilov's escape routes and forcing him to stand his ground against the relentless onslaught.
Smiling at Rodtang. Very few people smile at Rodtang. Trying to get inside Rodtang's mind. Trying to frustrate Rodtang. Maybe hoping Rodtang will open up. Give an opening to Khalilov. Now you see Rodtang turning up the pressure. Here comes the volume. Here comes the power of the tank, of the Iron Man. Rodtang's home for that finish.
While the bout may have ended in a split decision on paper, the fight itself revealed another masterful breakdown by Rodtang. When faced with an opponent like the former WBC Muay Thai featherweight world champion, Hakeem Hamek, Rodtang noticed the Frenchman's high, inactive guard every time they closed the distance. Rodtang saw an opportunity to exploit this defensive stance. He began by splitting Hakeem's guard with battering ram lead elbows, capitalizing on the gaps left open. What was meant to be a shield for Hakeem became a slatted gate, allowing Rodtang to deliver sharp elbows and blistering strikes with precision. Sensing his opponent's underreactive guard, Rodtang transitioned seamlessly into grappling, executing mean-spirited throws and inflicting significant trauma. When the opportunity arises, he strikes back with devastating force. Like those before him, Hakeem soon found himself running out of options against Rodtang's relentless assault. By the end of the bout, Hakeem faced the consequences of his inability to defend himself, eagerly awaiting the final bell to release him from Rodtang's relentless pressure. With instances like these, it becomes apparent why opponents of Rodtang often feel increasingly overwhelmed and powerless as time passes. In many of his fights, they find themselves retreating and hesitating, prompting referees to intervene and encourage them to engage. Rodtang's relentless pressure forces them to rethink their strategies. Rather than chasing victory, they revert to the fundamental principles of martial arts: survival. Facing Rodtang is akin to being in a suspenseful thriller. You can't halt the impending danger that follows his every move. The more you strike at Rodtang, the more you expose yourself to damage, yet he persists, advancing forward relentlessly. Watch as this powerhouse pummels his opponents, sending shivers down their spines and leaving them trembling in his wake. Now that we have seen how this monster batters his opponents, we'll dive into how Rodtang handles defensive and offensive tactics. His ability to execute risky maneuvers, like his long-range shuffle hook, sets him apart from his peers. While his sturdy chin absorbs some of the risks, it's his often overlooked defensive prowess that ensures his safety during intense exchanges. Without a solid grasp of defense, these daring attacks leave him vulnerable. Rodtang's defensive skills are subtle, overshadowed by his remarkable offensive abilities.
Rodtang on the front, you're going to get the 21-year-old two-time world champion.
Spectators and opponents are captivated by his breathtaking offense, overlooking the importance of defensive responsibility in his game. Rodtang balances on the edge of risk and reward, utilizing multiple layers of defense to mitigate potential threats. He's not just blocking, he's doubling or even tripling up on his defenses. Sometimes it's a swift two-beat double parry or a block paired with a well-timed check, especially if it's a kick coming his way. Then there's his impeccable head movement, expertly weaving out of harm's reach.
Rodtang comes forward, the human tank, the wrecking ball.
And if that's not enough, he'll just gracefully step out of range altogether. Instead of relying on generic high guards, he's dissecting each strike, addressing them individually. By honing in on every incoming shot, he's able to maneuver through his opponent's attacks, offering up personalized counters. If combat's an art, Rodtang's a maestro with a palette of techniques. While others bring a single brush, he's armed with an array, each meticulously chosen for the desired effect. With this arsenal, he's making seasoned fighters whiff so badly, they're left face planted. Now let's talk offense. Roundhouse kicks are a prime tool for maintaining distance, potentially problematic for Rodtang. So, it's not just about defense, He turns defense into offense. With a vice-like grip, he seizes the opportunity, unleashing devastating counters. Once he's got hold of that leg, you're at his mercy. Whether he's unbalancing you for a takedown or raining gut-wrenching body shots, it's punishing. And why choose between punching and sweeping when you can do both? It's no wonder someone as relentless as Rodtang has mastered the art of attacking while defending. It's a feat of insane reflexes, responding to an incoming threat while in the midst of his own assault. He adjusts his guard on the fly, like wielding a sword and shield simultaneously. But more often than not, it's his lightning-quick head movement that's his saving grace. As Rodtang navigates through his defensive arsenal on the fly, he does have his go-to moves. One of his favorites is slipping to the outside to evade jabs or hooks, while simultaneously delivering his own strikes. However, he's not limited to just that. He's equally adept at countering with body kicks or leg kicks. He capitalizes on his opponent's need to adjust their hips and balance by responding with devastating teeps, particularly to the rear side attacks. The same principle applies to spinning attacks when facing Rodtang. Exposing your back is a risky move. His timing is impeccable, and he capitalizes on any openings with precision. Even in the midst of these exchanges, Rodtang remains vigilant about keeping his head off the center line, employing techniques like ducking, rolling, and shoulder blocking to fend off punches. What's truly remarkable is how seamlessly these attacks flow into each other. This relentless cycle of offense and defense allows Rodtang to maintain constant pressure on his opponents. While it's often said that the best defense is a strong offense, Rodtang takes it a step further. The Iron Man demonstrates a mastery of risk management, and it's evident that he relishes every moment of it.
As everyone knows, I fought last night on One Championship against Rodtang. I lost every round, convincingly.
In Thailand, where fighters are honed from a young age, the level of skill and competition is unparalleled. Rodtang's journey began early. Even as a child, he dedicated himself to training for 10 hours a day. Faced with poverty, he saw fighting as his ticket to a better life. Starting his training at the tender age of 7, he made the bold move to Bangkok at 14 to pursue his dreams further. At just 19 years old, Rodtang achieved a remarkable feat by capturing the Max Muay Thai 125 title. Rodtang found solace and purpose in the art of Muay Thai, a path he pursued for survival, as he grappled with the harsh realities of life. Despite the hardships, he never wavered in his resolve, knowing that every triumph demanded sweat, tears, and sacrifice. With each victory, Rodtang's appreciation for hard work and dedication deepened. He understood the value of humility, recognizing that his success was not solely his own, but a testament to the support and guidance he received along the way. Despite his dominance in the ring, he remained grounded, never allowing his achievements to cloud his perspective. In the arena, he faced each match with unwavering focus and determination, ready to give his all. Even in victory, Rodtang's humility shone through, acknowledging their efforts with grace and respect. Win or lose, he treated every competitor with the same level of dignity and honor. embodying the true spirit of sportsmanship. Rodtang's journey serves as a testament to the transformative power of perseverance and humility. Through hardship and triumph alike, he remains steadfast in his commitment to his craft and the values it instills. He stands as a shining example of what it means to stay grounded amidst success.